Buongiorno traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of January, and we are going to start with yesterday's trades, guys, all right? But stay tuned because I'm going to give you my trade ideas. We're going to do question of the day, and we're going to look at the important news for today as well. But like I say, let's start with yesterday's trades. So as you know, anyone who's been watching my channel recently, EURUSD, it's been traded like a crazy person. And we traded this again yesterday and we had a profitable trade. So let me explain how and why. So if I zoom out a little bit, guys, you can see that this market, this pair was in a downtrend stroke range. Okay, so we're at the top of the range here. This was the bottom of the range. All right, so this is what we were seeing. And then within this mini range stroke downtrend, we also had this big bearish candle. On some brokers, it broke these lows. On other brokers, it didn't. Nonetheless, it was still a big bearish candle, yeah, coming from out of all of this indecision. Okay, so we were looking for sells, guys, potentially all the way back down to here. All right, if we drop down to the H4, well, this was more of a H1 play, actually, guys. We start with the H1. And this is going to be a perfect example of how, why you should listen to the charts and read the charts. Yeah. And also a great example of why you should take profit. All right. And let me explain both. So, guys, I had an aggressive entry. This happened quite early on in the day. But once I started seeing this candle with this wick, yeah, I started selling this pair. Okay, it was an aggressive entry. Why was it aggressive? Because if I got in here, yeah, I could still put my stop all the way back up to here, take price down to here, and still just about get my 1:1 risk to reward. So the market dictated that I could be aggressive with this entry. All right, and I was, because if I wasn't, you could have perhaps entered on this candle, but then, the move, you don't have a lot of room to move into before our next area of support. All right, so it was aggressive because the market allowed me to. Okay, and then, our first target, like I say, was down to here, right? Yeah, and we took profit, took 80% of the profit here, and then I let 20% run. Okay. If we go back to the H4 now, all right. So, yeah, basically got in up here, yeah, and then took price back down to these lows. So these last lows are support or potential new support for me. All right. So take profit. Imagine you didn't take profit and now price is riding all the way back up here. You will be sick, yeah, as a dog. Yeah, sick as a parrot. All right. So first and foremost, lesson learned here is take some profit at these lows. The market is telling you that this is a potential turning point. Sure enough, it was. Also, guys, listen to the market, right? So with like I said, in here, I closed 80%. Yeah, and then I had 20% running. But I'm not just going to blindly leave that 20% running, okay? Once I see this H4 candle, right, forming at these lows, and we haven't had a break of H4 lows, we are not making lower lows, I closed the remaining 20% of the trade here. Okay, so still made a bit of profit on the 20%, but if I didn't, my 20%, would be coming against us right now. So take profit where the market tells you. Also listen to the market. Those candles were telling us to exit the trade, so I did. Okay, and there's another example with gold as well. Okay, guys, so that was EURUSD, successful trade, made some nice profit. And as always, guys, I put all of these trades in the VIP Discord. The only other trade from yesterday was gold. You are gold. So, I say I mustn't. I must sing that every time gold comes on. And this was another example of that, guys. All right. So if we start with the day chart, we were trying to sell it. All right. Why were we trying to sell it? Well, price had, become a bit rangy between here and here. Yeah, and then price broke that level. When I saw this red candle here, I'm interested in selling gold. Then price retraced all the way up to our grey zone. We got a nice bearish wick. This wick is bigger than the body of the candle. Okay, this is a good thing for us selling. All right, and the idea was to potentially take price back down to these lows. And we got into this trade as well. Not it was a H1 play, really. Well, no, tell a lie, guys. It was a H4 play. But be careful how you say that. So with the H4, okay, so price had come down, yeah, and price had come back up and test these last lows in here. We got a nice reaction here, but this happened late Friday night. Okay, but then if we follow H4, let's say we got to here and we wasn't sure what H4 was doing. Is it, starting to form higher lows? Is it in an uptrend? And then kapow. Yeah, we get this candle here that breaks these lows. So as soon as I see this H4 candle, I'm just waiting for a retrace. Yeah, a retrace into one of these grey zones to sell. If we drop down to the H1 now, that's exactly what happened, guys. So this is that H4 candle that comes storming down. And then we got a retrace into here, and I entered in here. Okay, put my stop above here. All right, makes sense, yeah? And the idea was to take price a few more pips than this. Yeah, it didn't quite hit my target. Our target was 2015. All right, so, price was coming down nicely. Yeah, we got another big bearish candle you could have entered on as well. And price was coming down nicely. Yeah, but then bang, look at that wick reaction on the H1. So again, these lows have held and we got this massive wick. Look at that wick. Yeah. So at this point, again, do what the market's telling you. The market is telling you it could push up here. Yeah, and look at this. Look at all these wicks. Yeah, it's telling you that it could, the market could want to push up more here. Okay, so once price retraced a little bit, I got out at 2021. For 50%, I made a very small profit on this 50%, but But the main point here is I'm reducing risk because this candle has told me to get out. I've closed 50% of the trade. Let's say the trade comes back up to here. I might add another 50%. Or maybe we get a reaction here. I can add another 50%. All right. So we made a bit of profit. We'll see what happens with gold today. But I still like shorts. So there you go, guys. I put all of these trade ideas in the VIP Discord channel, and we are running a 50% off promotion at the moment. So go check it out. Right, let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas every day, enjoy my analysis, then please come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please just smash that like button right now, it really helps support the channel. Dankeschön, shukran, gracias. All right, trades for Tuesday, the 23rd of January. Before we get started, guys, let me just mention a few things that we do. So first of all, if you haven't joined our trading community where you can share ideas with like-minded traders, then please do so. Yeah, come join our free Discord channel. We've also got the VIP Discord channel where we are running a 50% off discount until the end of January. Okay. In the VIP, you get access to me, as in you can ask me questions throughout the day. I give you my trade ideas as and when they happen. You get access to the Trading Academy, which is full of tutorials to help you trade. You get access to our strategies we're test driving. We've got a performance coach. We're going to start adding algos in there. So loads of cool things, guys. Also, if you would like to be coached one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you the details of the mentorship program. And finally, guys, if you would like to become a Simply Forex YouTube member and show your support for the channel, then you can. The perks are you get early access to this video, you get a weekly tutorial video, and you get priority questioning during the live stream, guys. All right, so check it all out. It's all in the video description. And also, guys, don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Get your questions ready for me. And speaking of questions, we have our question of the day because we want to get to know you, the viewer, better. So these are questions I asked down the pub. Today's question is, if there is a song that describes your life right now, what is it? Okay, so if there is a song that, that describes your life right now, what is that song? Okay, please leave your answers below this video. Right, trades for today, guys. It is about US dollar strength or potential strength. Yeah, we need to see a few things happen. All right, US dollar strength. And so really where we should start this analysis is with the dollar index. Yeah. So if you look at the dollar index, guys, yeah, we were clearly in a downtrend. Okay, price got back to this level, didn't know what to do with itself, like a lot of the US dollar majors. They were all in a real funk. But then, in the words of Batman, kapow. Yeah, we broke out of this high particular, but also this funk. Yeah. And now potentially we've got, maybe a bit of a retrace, but we've got room for the dollar to move up to here. And that suggests dollar strength. Okay. And then we can reassess it. Once it gets to this level, we can reassess things. But, dollar strength. We're also above the moving average 20. So, yeah, we're going to see some short-term dollar strength, guys. All right. So how does that translate into trade ideas for today? So the first one I want to show you, this is not a trade idea, but if we look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar, because this is one example of where price had gotten to a really nice support level. Yeah. And we thought, okay, potentially we might see a bit of a bounce off of here, but look at yesterday's candle. Yeah, US dollar strength. It's not a trade idea, but it broke this support level. I would need to see a retrace before I started selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar. All right. So there's that, guys. But the trades I am looking at today in terms of US dollar strength are the following. So my first trade idea for today is this: euro against the US dollar, and we're looking to sell this pair. So why are we looking to sell it? Well, the dollar index suggested US dollar strength, but there is more data to collate. Collate is word of the day. So just look at the euro US dollar structurally. Yeah, so we got back down to these lows, and then like a lot of the US dollar majors, a bit of a funk. In the words of Bruno Mars, it was Uptown Funk. So I think that's his song. Anyway, we got this candle. This candle, this very specific red bearish candle, broke these lows and broke out of this funk. So as soon as I've seen this candle, I've been interested in sales. But again, look at this price action. Not pretty. Yeah, there's a real battle going on between this. Is it US dollar strength or not? Yeah, look at that. That price action's not pretty. And if we translate that into the H4 as well, again, not pretty. Yeah, price is just sort of, yeah, it's not pretty because we're getting, you get wicks up here, wicks down here, wicks up here, wicks down here. It's not pretty. So what are we waiting for, guys? So for me to trade this, just looking at this chart, yeah, it's potentially telling me that we do have a bit of room, maybe up to this grey zone, or even into this grey zone. So in this area, yeah, if we see a real bearish reaction, yeah, we can start selling euro US dollar. Okay, so that's the first idea. All right. That would be quite more of an aggressive trade because that probably wouldn't be a structure breakdown. We could wait for a structure breakdown on the H1 to support this idea as well. Or, yeah, you can see price, in terms of structure is like this at the moment. So maybe price comes back down and then we get a break of this low. Yeah, we could also start selling euro US dollar with a break of this low. All right, so there's a couple of things I'm looking at for euro US dollar. Yeah, we want this price action to become clearer. Okay. The second US dollar pair I'm interested in, and it's only US dollar pairs today, guys. Everything else is not in good positions to trade. But the second one is pound US dollar. And we're also looking to sell this one, guys. So with regards to structure on the day chart, this is a little subjective. All right. So, are you as a trader seeing this? Yeah. Are you seeing that? These are the highs. Yeah. These are the lows. Or, are you seeing this? A break of these lows here. So it's a little subjective. Either way, what is fact is this. Yeah, these are the last highs. So this could be a head and shoulders pattern, right? And, even if the head and shoulders pattern doesn't follow through, we're definitely getting lower highs. Yeah, fact. Yeah, not making that up. You can see that clearly. Okay, and then whether that's a break of a low here is a little bit, subjective. But those are the things we're seeing. So I'm happy to take sales. And we're bouncing off this moving average 20. And what I also like is the fact that this wick here closed back into this high. All right, so we're seeing selling pressure here. Okay, so that's what we're seeing on the day chart. Obviously, that needs to manifest in a breakdown of some kind on the lower time frames. So H4 is still firmly in a H4 uptrend, and it's using this, this blue line as a channel, trend line. Okay, so what do we need to see? If we drop down to the H1, arguably H1 structures already broke down. Yeah, these were the last lows here, didn't make higher highs, and then broke down. Yeah, this candle broke the lows. So we are in a H1 downtrend, technically. But even still, guys, I still want to see price, because of the H4, I still want to see price break down further. So let's say we get something like this, breaks these lows in here, yeah, breaks out of this channel. Yeah, once we get price breakdown here somewhere, then I'm interested. Yeah, then I think we can start selling pound US dollar. All right, so we might have to wait some time for this to happen. So that's what I'm looking for to sell pound US dollar. And then the last US dollar pair I'm looking at is gold. You are gold. And I'm in this trade for 50%. And before I show you gold, guys, if I could just ask everyone, if you're enjoying this analysis and like to receive it every morning, then please subscribe to the channel right now. Also, if everyone could please just smash the like button. Yeah, it just helps support the vid, and we really appreciate it, guys. Gold. Yeah, so if we look at the day, this channel here is interesting as well. Okay, we've got this channel here. My God. Oh, it's not bad. Not a bad drawing using the mouse. So we've got that trend line, which you can see here. All right, so it's broken out of that. Yeah, this candle has clearly broken out of that. And not only that, it broke the lows at the same time. Yeah, the price was in a little bit of a range between here and here. And this red candle here has broken that. So at that point, it broke out of the range, the trend line, and it broke structure. Price has retraced. We got a nice bearish wick, followed by a bearish-ish. Yeah, that's a word. Check it out in any English dictionary. Bearish-ish candle. Not easy to say without sounding and looking stupid as well. So there you go, guys. That's what we're interested in. And we're just looking to take price back down to these lows, potentially further. Okay, so if we drop down to the H4 now, again, price action has become a little bit ugly. Yeah, I mean, look at that H4 candle. That is a whopping big candle of indecision. Yeah, massive doji with pretty much an equal size wick on either side. Yeah, it's made things tricky. So H4 isn't that clear, but structure's clear. Yeah, we wasn't making higher highs, and we broke these lows. So we are in a H4 downtrend. Yeah, no matter how you want to look at it, we are. If we drop down to the H1 again, look at the price action. You know, it's like, yeah, sellers are in, then bang, buyers are in, then bang, sellers are in, then bang, buyers are in, and now overnight we're just not sure. Okay, so price action has become tricky. So what are we looking for, guys? So we could trade in this grey zone. You can see price through here has reacted many times. All right, so if we get a bearish reaction in here, we could potentially look to start selling gold back down to here, if not further. Or price might want to come all the way back up to this grey zone, which sort of became a zone from yesterday once we saw this. All right, and again, if it comes up to here, we get a bearish reaction. Okay, then again, we can start selling gold. All right, guys. So, yeah, those are the trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news. So, news for Tuesday, the 23rd of January, guys. All the news is pretty much early morning or when you're going to bed. Yeah, if you're from the UK, that is. So, yeah, overnight, yeah, we've had, you know, some important news coming out of Japan. So, they don't move their interest rate for love nor money. Yeah, it stays at minus 0.10%, you know, forever. Okay, so no surprises there. Okay, but we do have some more important data coming out of Japan. Yeah, at 5 o'clock, we've got the CPI data, so obviously very important, inflation. And then at 6:30, we've got the press conference. So this is where the yen can become particularly volatile because they're going to talk about how they arrived at the interest rate decision. All right, so all of this news, if you are awake and in a yen pair, you must be aware of this, guys. And then after that, the next pieces of news we're interested in is this. At 9:45 London GMT, we've got CPI coming out of New Zealand. So again, inflation, very important, and must be aware of that, guys. All right. So a pretty light news day during the day, just in the morning and at night, you must be aware of. Guys, don't forget to join me for the live stream today. We've got a really good guest in today, so please come check that out. Get your questions ready. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you later.